There we go. Finally. Test, test. Finally. Testing, testing. Test, test, testing. Test, test. Finally. Testing, testing. Test, test, testing. Test, test. Finally.
Hello, Mr. Zaku.
Testing,
True
testing.
Gunpla.
Test, test, testing. Test, test. Finally.
I'm gonna wait until everybody gets on. Mr. Zaku.
Testing,
True
testing.
Gunpla.
Test, test, testing. Test, test. Finally.
I'm gonna wait until everybody gets on. Mr. Zaku.
Testing,
True
testing.
Gunpla.
Test, test, testing. Test, test.
Okay, good. You guys can hear me.
Fine.
Great.
I'm gonna
So
wait
from
until
everybody
everybody
gets on.
If it
Mr.
sounds
Zaku.
weird, let me know. If I'm
Testing,
echoey,
testing.
auto-tuning, I sound like Prime 92,
Test,
let
test,
me know.
testing.
Prime 92's going to
Test,
get
test.
pissed off me saying
Okay,
that.
good. You guys
Sorry.
can hear me.
Fine.
Great.
I'm gonna wait
From
until
everybody gets on.
If it
Mr.
sounds
Zaku.
weird, let me know. If I'm
Testing,
echoey,
testing.
auto-tuning, I sound like Prime
Everybody.
92,
Test,
let me
test,
know.
testing.
Alex,
Prime
hold
92's
it.
gonna
Get
test,
pissed off me
Mr.
saying
Zaku.
that.
Okay, good. You guys
Sorry.
can hear me.
Fine.
Great.
I'm gonna wait
From
until
everybody gets
everybody.
on.
If it
Mr.
sounds
Zaku.
weird, let me know. If I'm
Testing,
echoey,
testing.
auto-tuning, I sound like
Everybody.
Prime 92,
Test,
let me
test,
know.
testing.
Alex, again,
Prime
hold
92's
it.
gonna
Get
test.
pissed off me
Mr.
saying
Zaku.
that.
Okay, good. You
Sorry.
guys can hear me. Great.
I'm gonna wait
From
until
everybody gets
everybody.
on.
If it
Mr.
sounds weird, let me
Zaku.
know. If I'm
Testing,
echoey,
testing.
auto-tuning, I sound like
Everybody.
Prime 92,
Test,
let me
test,
know.
testing.
Alex, again,
So,
hold
Prime
it.
92's gonna test.
Welcome.
Mr. Zaku. Okay,
Live
good. You guys can hear me.
broadcast.
Great.
I'm gonna
And
wait
from
until
everybody gets
everybody.
on.
Mr.
Mr.
Zaku. Let me
Zaku.
know. If I'm
Testing,
echoey,
testing.
auto-tuning, I sound like Prime 92,
Test,
let me
test,
know.
testing.
Alex, again,
So,
hold
Prime 92's
it.
gonna test.
Welcome. Mr. Zaku. Okay, how about now? Do you hear any type of echo? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. I'm going to turn off the mic. Maybe the mic is too much. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Fantastic. You're good. Oh, good, good. I'm sorry. There's a bit of a delay. I think that every now and then I think I'm really, really live, but I forgot that it's like a 15 to 20 second, delay. So I got to be careful with this. I got to one day figure out how to use this, what was it? Hangout, the Google Hangouts. I'll have to try that one day because I know one day I'm going to probably be talking to other people sometime soon. But yeah, just want to say hi, hello, and how's everybody doing to the 14 watchers, now 12 watchers. I guess somebody walked out the door for a minute. Hang on a second while I fix something here. All right. Okay, so I might as well start right now, and I'll probably repeat myself again, so I apologize for you guys. But thank you guys all for joining my channel and watching the final build of what you see here. And I'm going to turn it so you guys can see it. This is the Gundam Kimaris Bellerophon. Gundam Kimaris Bellerophon. This is, of course, my entry to the Gunpla Builders World Cup for 2017. Sorry if the light is a little too strong there. I am now in the tail end of getting this detailed. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit more with this camera. So I apologize for a little jars and shaking here. So give me a second. That's actually a lot better right there. There we go. Good. Now then, I'm in the midst of doing a lot of last-minute detailing. First off, the base. Let me just talk about the base. Nothing but the base. Base. I gave it some detail or color tones right there, so it looks more rocky than just a regular plaster, you know, regular white plaster there. So what I did was I gave it the a coat of one-shot primer, and I followed it up with dark yellow acrylic, and then to finish it off, giving it the more grayish rocky tone, I used Cold Gray by is it Vallejo? Yes, from Vallejo, which is the one that you cannot use airbrushes. You have to use regular brush. Vallejo Paints has come out with a new line of colors known as Mecha colors that can be used on regular robot model kits, whether it's Gundam, whether it's Macross, I believe Machine Creditor, I have no idea, Kotobukiya kits, all that fun stuff. I'm very, very interested in seeing that because I've been having great success with this new type of paint from both AK and now, well, I'm interested in the Vallejo. I don't have it yet, so I got that set up and squared away. It's already been glued onto the base. The base has been gloss coated in a way, so it's good. It's stable. It's strong. Obviously, this kit is a bit wobbly. There's no way around that. There's no way around that at all. I'm going to answer your question in a minute, Lance. Give me a minute. Thank you for the shade of purple. Good. All right. Why is it that Bandai still haven't made a Gundam Centaur? That's a good question. Hello, Crypto Carlton. How you doing? And by the way, I'm going to be shifting my, my view left and right so I can talk about my kit and then, of course, reading your comments. So just give me some time to, I'll get to you guys in a minute if I miss your questions. During this time, as you can see, I gave it the color tone that you see here, off-white with black, with metallic gray, color trim with purple and violet purple, as I showed before. Customized it in a way that it looks like a Centaur type mobile suit. The lance, as you can see here, I gave it a two-tone color right here. This is the metallic gray that I used for the inner frame, but then I masked off everything where they made the custom plates, and I painted over it using the AK gunmetal. I did that for this. I did that for some of the trims here from the umbilicals. It doesn't show that well, but it's to the naked eye, maybe a different color tone. Some of the exhaust vents to the side here and there, a little bit on the thrusters in the back. Yeah, so basically I did all of that, and the purples, you've seen that in my previous video. I gave it as right now I'm doing two things that I completely forgot. I forgot, well, Prime 92 pretty much yelled at me today, and she says, I like your kit, but what the fuck are you doing? And I said, what? I forgot. Well, I was in the middle of weathering. As you can see right here, I'm going to shift this around. I was in the midst of weathering, and the weathering started to started to look good right there, cleaning it up. And as I'm saying, doing it, and I'm talking to her because I said, let me show her what it looks like while I was we're talking. We'll always talk on Skype. I got the camera set up so I was show her what I was doing, and of course she yelled at me. Basically, took my hand and slapped it. Said, "Where the fuck are the decals?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing?" I am so bad at not putting decals. I am, really. I shouldn't even be a model builder these days. But now I understand why there are people who thumbs down my video. And if you guys thumbs this down, I totally agree with you. So I stopped what I was doing, and I began saying, okay, what kind of decals I get? So the first decal that I was looking for that I could use was, remember the IVO decals that Bandai released a few months ago? These, which is technically 140, basically for the 144 scales. And I used a few, but a few ripped, and it ripped because I was being stupid. That was my part. So I had to calm down, take it easy, and I began decaling it. And if you guys can see this from up there, I'm going to see if I can shift right there in the shoulder. Right there. There's a decal right there, the Galahorn symbol. Plus the two names of the mobile suit over here by the binders. Now, I'm going to pass a little bit of the Mr. Soul, Micro Soul, I say Mr. Soul, Micro Soul, so the decals can bleed in to the kit. It's already been gloss coated, and I want to get as much decals as I can do at this moment before I continue the weathering, and then I do a final dull coat to seal the decals, seal the paint, and all that stuff. So at this moment in time, I'm trying to get this thing done. I said, let me do this while you guys watch. Let me just roll this here a bit. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Spider2K, too. Yeah, I know, but you know what? I have a habit of not putting decals on my kits. I really do. So it makes it the whole worthwhile. Now, the problem with me in decals is that I thought I had good decals, but none of them actually pull, brings it out a little bit more on this kit. And I was saying to myself, what the hell did I have? And I was starting to pull out stuff that I've used in the past. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are not. And I completely forgot that I have something that will work. First, and I'll show it to you right now, because I did put it to the side, and where the hell did I put it? Oh, here it is. Silly, it's right there. So I have these. Actually, let me pull the camera back. You guys already seen this. There's my solvents and all that stuff that I'm using. So a few months ago, maybe a year ago, I did order decals from Hobbylink Japan, and the one thing that I got was this, the High-Q. No, is this not High-Q? Is this High-Q? Yes, High-Q parts. But this one's called NC Decals 1/100 scale blue special color. So when you look at it in the light, it looks more purple than blue, especially on this side. You have it on this side and you have it on this side. I don't know why it looks weird. Oh, wait a minute. This is something different because I don't think I've seen this before. Oh, this is the High-Q parts. This is this brand, the Gaia Notes. Ooh, good. Yes, a perfect grade barber toast would have been interesting. Who's excited for a perfect grade Dexia that's coming out this year? Why don't you guys tell me? Thank you, Perfect Image. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You know, many people are enjoying this build and has seen how I started this few months ago, and it has been an idea that spawned. I will say the idea spawned back last year when I got the Kimaris Trooper from a grab bag deal at Image Anime when Image Anime was at the Otakon show in Baltimore. Ooh, this is actually very nice. You know what? I gotta get a better tray because I'm using this little cup of water, but it's too wide. I'm gonna have to get another one. Or do I have another tray here I could use? I have a bit of a mess here, so I have to apologize. It is very difficult for me to do things and work around. Let's see what you guys saying. Honestly, I'm too broke to get it, but those kits are improved. Yes, I know. Those decals look fine. Spider, use them. But my wallet isn't ready. Well, Spider, I think, weren't you? No, it was not Spider. It was Gunpla who was going nuts of the fact that the 1/72nd scale Millennium Falcon is going to be at Comic-Con. But who's going to pony up $4 for that? Really? I mean, there's diehard Star Wars modelers out there, and to see that would be amazing. I mean, for the price of the Millennium Falcon now, you can get two perfect grade Exias without the LED lights, mind you. Perfect grade unicorn with LEDs and Exias. I can't decide. I know. You know, I'm looking into the possibility of maybe getting the Exia perfect grade, but maybe, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Just get it normal and build my own LEDs. I mean, was able to figure this out. I was able to figure out the what was it, the 1/100th 1/4000 scale Macross. I should be able to figure out this one. Oh God, he wants the Lego Millennium Falcon. He'll be building that till the next perfect grade is announced. All right, so I need to see where I can put these, but now I need to clean up stuff. Now I have to remind myself. Shit. Shit. Oh, here it is. Use the solvent to clean up some of the decals, and that fell. Not decals, I'm sorry, the places where I'm going to put decals on. So I'm going to remove this. That should clear out that. And I'll remove here. And here. Good. Now let me see what I can do with this. I could use that. There we go. Sorry if I'm talking to myself and not showing you what I'm doing, but I want to make sure that I do this right. And so I'm going to cut these two off. Put that there. I'm not going to oversaturate this kit with decals, just enough to make it go through. Shredder, why do you like Grim Gertie? Like Grim Gertie, the E is supposed to be silent. I screw up things. Sorry. Okay. By the way, I'm planning to start airbrushing. What airbrush would you recommend for beginners? For those of you who are beginners, go to Michaels, because Michaels has those temporary, those really cheap airbrush setups that can be connected to an aerosol, not an aerosol can, to a compressed can. They range from somewhere between 20 to 30 bucks. If you're willing to splurge for at least a beginner airbrush, usually you find airbrush sets on Amazon for like maybe 40 or 50. That would I recommend. Hiawatha and Badgers are expensive if you really want to drop 50 or 60 bucks for one airbrush and not the compressor. But I'm watching the BGWC video and honestly made me convinced to buy the Kimaris. Thank you, Ryan. Kind of want to build next to yours on. Oh, Andrew. Oh, you're going to Comic-Con. Good. By the way, sound off. Anybody who's going to Comic-Con, say I am going, so that way I know which one's which. So Andrew, I got pretty much you're going. Hey, it's 3:39 a.m. here. It looks good. It's looking good. A true Sagittarius. Thank you very much, Ryu Shiru. Jacob Blue, I've been hand painting kits for the last 2 years. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Gaming Variety. It looks like trash, to be honest. Well, thank you, W3ST Coast 23. I like your honesty. I'm not a person who doesn't like people who hide behind anonymous. If you're telling me that it's not the most if this doesn't appeal to you, I understand. I completely understand. Um, Listen, this kit was not meant to be perfect. It was not meant to beat everybody. It was meant to build for me, for my, I built it for freedom, for the freedom of building, and I really enjoyed how it came out. So it was my freedom to build this, and I liked it. And if you don't like it, I totally understand. I hope when I go to the show, I can show you other people who completed their builds, and maybe there those out there that you like the most. I'm not familiar with this high Q no, not high Q. What the hell am I pronouncing this? High Q parts, correct. So let's see how this works. Do you peel this off or what? Oh my god, this thing is so... This is not the standard decals that I'm normally seeing. Or is this just basically... I gotta wait until it gets out of the tray. Hold on a second. I'm not familiar with this. Has anybody had experience with high Q decals? High Q parts decals? Thank you, that's Guy. You're in Memphis, Spider 2K2. All right, I hope you enjoy it. All right, well, I gotta find out if it actually. You know what? I'm gonna wait until the actual decals peel off from the actual paper, because unlike the other ones, this one is like, eee. The Oh, let them simmer. Okay, good. So I'm not familiar with this. This is my first time using these parts, these what do you call it? These decals. Oh, you were in Memphis back in July. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you're working. That's too bad. I'll try to record everything that's at the show. Speaking of that, there are actually some. While I'm waiting for these to simmer, as you guys said, let me pull something out here. Let's see. Maybe the Hasulid and the shield may look good with it. Oh, that's right, the shield. You asked me for the shield. Here's what the shield looks like. I did put the bigger decal on this. I'm just waiting it to dry so that way it looks good right there. This is actually a lighter blue tone. I don't know. What do you guys think? If it looks good. Shredder, have you seen anyone else's GBW builds yet? Yes. Well, we all know Vegeta is going to be at the show. He's bringing his massive 1/60th scale Golf. Jordan, who is Ed, who is, well, many people call him Ed, but his name is Jordan. He does Gunpla. I forgot the channel he does. He's building his amazing diorama, which I don't want to spoil it. So when you guys see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a guy named Michael who who won the year before, I think second place or third place with his build. He's bringing his custom IBO kit. There's a guy named Albertox 2K2, no, Albertox WFT, who's coming in with his kit. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Dash, comes into the show with his build. Now, I'm going to show some stuff here. Let me just get on this tablet here for a second. New York Comic Con starts today, and it ends Sunday. Sorry for the delay. I'm on this little tablet here that takes forever and a half to load. But no, Prime Minute 2 does not use a modifier. That's her own voice. Deal with it. Alright, so okay, so I want to show you guys something. I'm going to put this back here a bit. Actually, let me see if the if this came out. Where's my knife? You know, I got to be careful with this knife. The last time I had it here, it rolled off and I stabbed myself in the foot. I don't want that happening again. Oh, I got to use this. Oh my god, this thing disintegrated. Let me look at the other one. Does this thing roll off, or... Look, I don't know if this is actually high-Q parts, because these things are not working. You know what? I'm going to use the other decals, because I'm not fond of this. You know what? That's why I'm glad I have this, so I'm going to use this. Because here, when you look at them, I'm going to pull these out. You actually see the outline. So I'm going to use probably these instead of this one. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I didn't understand it. Yeah, but I had them set in there for about a minute, so it didn't work. That's all right. No big deal. I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use these. Okay. Actually, before I do use them, put that there. All right. So here are the Comic-Con exclusives that we will be seeing at the show. And here, they're showing off, I don't know if we could do a zoom. Yes, we can. So these are the stuff that are being sold at the Bluefin. And what we got here, let's see, we got the, not the real grade, the standard grade, or the high grade Unicorn Gundam Destroy mode, or yeah, Destroy mode, but the final form, the final battle form, with the Gundam 148 scale head for $30. The real grade 144 scale Bill Strike Gundam full package, system image color, which I think it's clear. That's for $30. For $50, we have the master grade Renacita Phoenicia clear colors. That's for 50. That's a master grade for 50 bucks. That's actually not bad for a clear. Then we have the SD Bill Strike Gundam full package metallic gloss injection. I always like metallic, of course. Then this is actually the most expensive one right here for 80 bucks. The Master Grade Tallgeese EW Special Coating Edition. So I'm assuming that's pearl, like a pearl coating edition. Then we have the Superfomia Axis Angel version Mark II Axis Image colors. That's actually pretty cool. I like that for 22 bucks. For those of you who do not have a Barbatus Lupus, there's a Barbatus Lupus 1/100 scale, but clear version. And the one that I really want to get is the Pale Rider ground heavy equipment type Hades mode extra finish version. And then of course, for those who love the petite guys, we have Petite Guy Fortune Orange and Fortune Red for 12 bucks each. What do you guys think of that, huh? That's really cool. There are other exclusives over there at the show, but right now, you know, when I go there, I pick up a gun or 2 or 3. Let's see here. Yeah, I was actually expecting the what do you call it? I was actually expecting the clear version of the Sazabi version Katoki. That would have been nice to see. I wouldn't have bought it because I already have one, and I actually was reminiscing my build of the Sazabi when I built it a few years ago, which I painted all gold, and that was because I painted it all gold because it reminded of what I saw one time. There was a gold version of it, and I said, I love this so much, I want to get it. I want to make it my own. I hope you win something. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Thank you for your likes and dislikes, whatever. But I will say this: I made a great kit. I made a great kit because I did it, but I don't think this is the best. There is no such thing as as the best kit out there. There's no such thing as a great kit. Hell, there's not even no such thing as a perfect kit. When you build it because you like to build it, because you want to, you want to try something new, you want to give it something different, give it great ideas, expand your horizons in model building, try something completely different that's totally out of the norm. I did it this way based on what I thought was okay, and whether, if you guys love it, great. It's all up to the judge. If the judge says it's good but not good enough, I can't complain. I did what I could, and I'm glad that everybody liked it. And do I have to wait for this one too? Jesus Christ. Let's put some decals on this. How long does it take to do this? But thank you all. I mean, in reality, I'd rather all you guys win. Who's going to the show, I'd rather all of you guys win. What is the name of the purple paint you use on your Kimaris? Well, 67, Mr. Color, purple. That's what I use. And for the lighter purple, which I put, oh, here it is. Oh, no, where the hell I put it? I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to ask that question. But it was the MS Colors, MS Gundam color paints, purple, which is more violet than purple. Thank you, Patrick, for the comment. Zoraban Zero. It's Mr. Gundam color purple. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Perfect Image. I appreciate it. You're very welcome. What else? Let's see if this thing now comes out. I'm gonna try the Q-tip idea to see if that works. So give me a second. And all right, now it's coming off good. So put that one there. That fell off. there. It's very difficult to do this while I have a camera there. There we go. I need to get some wetness in there. Here we go. Just enough so I can actually position it. But too much wetness, and that makes it difficult for me to. Now, for those of you who are going to Comic-Con, and I will be seeing you guys soon, if you guys are going and not competing, I may also be giving away prizes. Yeah, I know. I do giveaways every now and then. I did one before, and I did the contest, which of course a lot of people win. And I have to apologize to the people who I did not call out on their kits. I completely goofed up on that, so I have to apologize to them. I did by giving them something from my stock of kits that I don't use anymore. But while I'm at Comic-Con, I'm going to be giving away stuff. I mean, not stuff, but I'm only going to give away stuff or something that if somebody actually supports me on Patreon. So if you send me, when you're at the show, and you show me that, hey, I just supported you on Patreon, I will give you something. Depending on how much you support me, is depending on what I'm going to give you. I haven't figured it out yet, so just tell me, hey, listen, I just did this, and I'll give you something. That way I can see it firsthand. Now, I'm only doing this for those who are going to be at the show, not those who are doing this right now. So, again, the only time I'm going to give the person a gift is when I'm at the show, I see you, that individual says, hey, look, I just supported you on Patreon. Then we'll talk and I'll get you something. I'll get you a small prize. So I hope you that's an incentive for you guys to hope you like it. For me to give you something and for you to give me something and I may have said this so stupidly and I apologize, but I want to give you a gift for those of you who support my channels or my Patreon page. And if you want to cancel later on, be my guest. Most likely I may be giving away other gifts as well. I have some stuff that I'm going to be giving away. If I don't give it to you on Friday, most likely it will be on Saturday. And for those of you who can't find me or are trying to look for me, I'm going to show you something soon on a way to find me. Alright, so the decals looks like are set, so let me go to the next set. And I'm going to do one more set of decals because I'm not going to be on this just waiting for everybody. I'll be here for hours just doing decals and excuse me, commenting on your comments. So let me just do one strip here, and then we'll let that set. And then we'll get to you. Let me read the messages here. Let's see. What time are you going? Usually it's going to be, I'm going to be there early, but the problem is with New York Comic Con, that place has a long ass line that's going to go around and around the building. So I'll probably end up being there by noon in a way. I'm going early either or because I'm actually driving there. So thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Do you have any mark setter or softener for the decals? Yes. I have Microsoft. I had the blue one, which is supposed to go under. Well, this one's supposed to go over. So this is what I got. And you know what? I thought I had a dozen Q-tips, and now I can't find it. Where the fuck did I put my Q-tips? Pardon my French, so that way YouTube doesn't say, "Why?" Christ, where the hell did I put this? Okay, Jacob, thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. Are you planning to make a plow plate tutorial? Some big, but not so quite sure on how to exactly. You know what? That's a good idea. Let me keep that on the back burner for now. That's a good idea. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And just give me a second. There's going to be a small pause. I'm going to go get some Q-tips. All right, got the Q-tips. So let's. Now you may be hearing a lot of noise in the background. That's because I have the AC on at full blast because it's really warm in here. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 80s. So I don't know how cool it is. It will be at the facility. Let me put something. Oh yeah, I want to put something here. So yeah, let me do that. I'm going to start my custom build of the original Kimaris. Any tips? It's going to be my first. Dude, just plan it out. Plan it out on what you think it's going to be. I remember when I got the Kimaris Trooper, and it was not a kit that I was. All right. Let me rephrase that. When I went to New York, when I went to Otakon and I got the kit, I got the grab bag. I wasn't expecting it to be the Kimaris Trooper, and I was still in debate on what I was going to build for New York Comic Con for 2017. When I did the unboxing, the unbagging of it, and saw it, that's when it totally hit me, and I said, "Oh my God, this is absolutely perfect. I'm going to make a custom build." But and then since I had the leftover parts of the Gusian rebake, since I had the leftover parts of the Gusian rebake, I knew that for a fact that was a perfect idea to use that. So from there, I began planning it out into what you see right here. I was a bit scared doing this. I was like, you know, I knew I was going to make mistakes and things like that, and then figure out the mistakes. And I kind of, my channel is I always build a new kit or I build something that I want to try and I want to do something else. And I made a mistake when I built my custom routing, which was the burst routing. And I've been told by many people I should have not built that kit because that should have been maybe after the show. I should have done that a long time, not during me building for this. So I made a big boo-boo doing that. So with that, I was like, okay, if I didn't do that burst routing, things would have been a lot better. It would have been, I would have done a much better work. Okay, the O's go in the opposite direction, so. I think I gotta do that.
I am using the wrong tool for the job. Alright. I think that's good for now. Just 2 of these there, and I'll do another one there soon enough. Okay, let's see here. Any tips on the Gundam Astra? I don't know. I don't know, Carl. It'd be nice if you can get another Astroth and do the 2 arms to be the same. That's my, my idea, but I don't want you to, do something that speaks to yourself. What do I want to make out of this kit? What do it look like? How do you enter into the New York Comic Con competition? Go to Bluefin, read all the information. It's all in there on Bluefin's website. Thank you, Andrew. Let's see, using yeah, I know it's I can be very, very steady, but it's just that. Oh, so that's what I was looking for, and I was looking all over the place for this. Always use toothpicks. That's what you're supposed to be using. I did my first custom Gundam bale. I put Freedom Wings. Ooh, that'd be nice to see that at the show. Who knows how many entries will be at the show, but I can imagine there's going to be a lot of entries. Let me see if I can do this now. There we go. See, with a toothpick, you're okay. Also, you got to get it wet a bit. Ugh. And of course, doesn't want to go any further. That's what I hate most about decals. There we go. Much better. Let's do the other side. That's the O going the other way. Alright. So, be like this. There we go. There we go. So far, it's so small and so subtle you can't see it. So I want to see if I can put some stuff here. So I'm going to stop right now with decals because obviously I'm talking to you guys, and it's now 11 o'clock. Let's see here. Yeah, blades. I haven't been. I decided not to use ballistic-based weaponry. It was all melee. But there was one point where I was actually thinking of using the machine gun that came with the Gusian, but I decided not to use it. See, you guys are pulling out. I'm getting a little tired also, but I need to start finishing up. I'll probably be up for the next few hours before I give it, because I need to start doing the weathering and then begin the give it a top coat. So I'm actually going to cut it off right here, right now.
This kit, of course, took a long time for me to make. It's going to give me a little bit more longer time for me to complete. But I don't think I'm going to be able to complete everything. I'm just going to put as much as I can, as little time as I can. And once everything's done, once it's weathered up and all that stuff, then it's going to be at the show for all of you to see. I can't wait to see you guys, you know, with your builds as well. I can't wait to see you guys putting up your kits at the show. If you guys want to join my Patreon page and I see you at New York Comic Con and you tell me, we'll talk. I'll say this: if you do $1, I have a few little things that I have with me that I'll give away. If you do more than that, I may buy you something at the show. You know, that will. What do you guys think of that? But this is only for people who goes at New York Comic Con, not right now. So it's totally up to you. Thank you very much. I do this all for you, for all you guys. You guys put on. You guys watch my channel. I do the best I can. I feel like I have a lot more to say and a lot more to talk about, but I think I'll talk about it after the show. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. All that matters is I have fun, I enjoy myself, and I hope to give you guys the best show possible. I'll be recording New York Comic Con, and I will be showing it off to you guys so you guys will see the whole full. You know, you'll be seeing a video tomorrow night for the Friday show. And then Saturday will be the Saturday show. And if I have leftovers, I'll do something for Sunday, or I may decide to end it right there and then just talk about stuff that I got at the show. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching this live stream of the 1/100 scale Gundam Kimaris Bellerophon. And what can I say? That stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.